You're watching Ticket TV. Like, share, and subscribe on your way in. All right, you guys. So press one if y'all can hear me in the comments, man. I want to start the show tonight by thanking Liz Jackson. I appreciate you. You sent $1,000 donation today in the PayPal, and I appreciate you for that donation. Much love to you, and you said that you appreciate my work ethic and content I put out, and I thank you for that. You know what I'm saying? So I appreciate that. Shout out to Liz who came through today with that blessing, $1,000 donation, man. I appreciate it. Um, and let's get right into this video, you guys. Hopefully everybody's doing well tonight. Can y'all hear me? Let me know in the comment section, man. Get a mic check real quick, and then I'm gonna get right into this and let y'all know exactly what is going on in this situation. Just let me know that y'all can hear me. We're gonna get right into it. Because I want to bring this to y'all. So salute to everybody. Yo, y'all let me know in the comments, man. I don't see notifications going out like that right now. Hopefully notifications will go out so that you guys can see that I'm live. I've been dropping regular video content. That's probably why you guys aren't getting a lot of notifications. I'm dropping content all across this channel as far as shorts, video content, and live streams. So make sure you guys have hit all notifications. Once you subscribe, hit the all bell button and hit all. That way you guys will get all the updates. If not, you won't get all of them. And like a lot of people right now, they won't know that we're live in this video right now. I didn't go live all day today. I just dropped videos. So yeah, y'all make sure y'all check out all of our content, the shorts, the video content, and the live. So let's get right into it, you guys. Jay-Z. Now we already know his name had come up in the Jeffrey Epstein files. Now, there was allegations that was levied against Jay-Z that was in those files. In the FBI intake files, there was actual allegations against Jay-Z. Now, there were allegations that he was present during, basically, undignified, disgraceful act. Now, I haven't heard Jay-Z speak about these allegations. He's been quiet about that. He hadn't really said anything from what I could see about that situation. I'm pretty sure that if he had a chance to speak, he'd have probably said he didn't have anything to do with it, didn't know. I did a video earlier today. It was an interesting interview that Dame Dash did. And here's the thing that surprised me about the interviews that Dame Dash has been doing in the last couple of weeks. Dame Dash has been doing interviews, taking real shots, right, at certain people. Now, before I even say this, right? I wanted to get to something with y'all, right? Now, and this is before I say this, right? Uh Dame Dash, he been dropping some real, like, he been real, how should I say, surgical with how he been talking lately. He's done a couple interviews where he said some things that has just taken me back and made me say, hold on, man, what is this guy really trying to say? Because you could tell that he's sneak dissing. Not well, sneak dissing, but not really wanting to outright say the names. You know what I'm saying? And I figured that. I figured that he has been kind of sneak dissing and not really wanting to say those names. And what I want to do is I want to show y'all something before I get into this article right here about Jay-Z and him possibly being forced to testify in this entire Jeffrey Epstein situation. And basically, what I want to show y'all is, let me go back to Jay-Z. What I want to show y'all is this, because when I saw this, you guys, and I listened to this, and I talked about this in a video I did today. Y'all can go check out that video too. That's on my channel, just the regular videos. But Dame Dash said something, and I thought about something, right? And I looked something up, and it just made me think. Now, Dame Dash have known, you know, Jay-Z and a lot of these people for a long time. So I looked up basically how long, you know, had I looked up how long had Dame Dash known Jay-Z, right? Uh, and so, because remember, if you guys remember the Epstein files, I'm gonna say it again. If you guys remember the Epstein files, right? The Epstein files said that this happened with Jay-Z around 96, right? And Harvey Weinstein, right? But Jay-Z and Dame Dash have known each other for 32 to 34 years, right? And so basically, they've known each other since 94. Now, think about what I'm saying to y'all now. Now, in the Epstein files, they're alleging, let me say this again, they're alleging in the Epstein files that this stuff happened with Jay-Z in 1996. Well, everybody jumped out there that was like, who just didn't have no knowledge of any of this stuff on the internet and was saying, oh, no, this ain't true, man. They ain't got no links and none of that shit. This ain't true, it's cap, this, that, and the third. Okay, cool. I don't have a problem with that. But I thought about something. Dame Dash have done a couple of interviews since Jay-Z's name came up in the Epstein files, right? Now, once again, Dame Dash is pretty much the one who found Jay-Z. He known Jay-Z from 94. So this is before 96, right? Because again, Dame Dash had co-founded Rockefeller Records with Jay-Z and Kareem Biggs Burke back in 94, right? So this is when they built that hip-hop empire together, right? When Dame was the CEO, and remember he always said he was taking Jay-Z around to go do freestyling and stuff like that. Now, I want y'all to think about something I said to y'all, right? I want y'all to really think about something. Wouldn't Dame be the one to come out here and debunk everything if it was cap about Jay-Z? Because Dame would have known. Dame would have instantly came out and said, oh, nah, he wasn't hanging around no Harvey Weinstein. He wasn't around those guys. Dame won't even say that. I've listened to Dame in a couple of interviews. And matter of fact, what Dame has done is he's kind of hinted that, Dame have not come out and said, man, I was there, bro. This man wasn't around them people. I want y'all to listen to this. He did another interview on a TFU podcast show, right? And he said some stuff that just made me think. I was just thinking, I was like, damn, what the hell? Because it really made me like go deep and think about what the hell is Dame talking about? What the hell has he got going on? Right, you guys? And I really thought about this, right? Listen to what I'm about to say to y'all. Y'all smash the like button as y'all come on in, share the video, subscribe to the channel. I want y'all to listen to this. Because remember, the Epstein files alleged that with Jay-Z, this situation happened in 96. Dame was with Jay-Z in 94. He was moving with Jay-Z pretty much everywhere from 94 on until they broke up. Wouldn't Dame easily come out and say, hey, man, we wasn't hanging around them cats, man. That's not true. That's all lies. That's fake. Because Dame talks so much about how, oh, I'm glad guys didn't put me in this, that, and the third. And then he started talking about the Illuminati today and talking about, I guess, how it's real. And just start throwing little slingshots. I want y'all to listen to this from the TFU podcast, what Dame Dash said before we get into this article about Jay-Z and him potentially being forced to testify in this Jeffrey Epstein investigation. I want y'all to listen to this. Because I told y'all, when I listen to stuff, I don't miss nothing when I listen to it. And I noticed, I'm like, hold on. He's known Jay-Z since 1994. If it wasn't true and they had no contact with Harvey Weinstein, because remember, the allegations were surrounding Jay-Z and Harvey Weinstein in 96, excuse me. Dame Dash met Jay-Z and was with Jay-Z in 94. They founded Rockefeller. So Dame would have easily said, man, that's a lie, man. He wasn't rolling around with no Harvey Weinstein at that time. That was later. But he didn't say that. Now, I want y'all to listen to this and listen to what Dame said. He took a lot of shots, but listen closely at what Dame Dash said in this interview. I'm giving y'all part of this interview that he did on the TFU podcast show. And I want y'all to listen to what he said, because he started really going in about he started going in about a lot of stuff, about Aaliyah's death and a lot of stuff. And I want y'all to listen to this because Dame, and I'm pretty sure that somebody's going to ask him this, because now that this news has come out about, Jay-Z, and they're saying that he could be forced to testify, because we've already seen Bill Clinton and Hillary Clinton forced to testify. You understand what I'm saying? So let me say this to y'all right now. I want to play this and listen to this. I want y'all to listen. Why doesn't Dame just say, nah, man, I was there. Jay-Z didn't have nothing to do with this. We wasn't hanging around Epstein. I mean, we weren't hanging around Harvey Weinstein and those people at that time. We wasn't doing that. He didn't say that. He didn't even say that about Pusha T. He just was like, I hope they did. Listen.
Like with people and the way they act, when I see people that are bitter now, that are just like are hurt for no reason or want to hurt people, I attribute it to something that happened to them when they couldn't protect themselves. Because I never got abused, luckily. Mm-hmm. I never was traumatized when I couldn't defend myself. I was protected very well. I don't know who I would be if I got violated when I couldn't fight back. You know, I'm lucky enough to be untraumatized other than the things that other people are traumatized about, like death. Like I lost my mother at 16, but no one ever violated me. You know, I'm not mad at nobody. I don't feel like I have to get revenge. You know, I do want revenge for Aaliyah's death. I just don't know who to get. Right. And I was crying the other day about that shit, you know? But I don't know what the fuck happened, man. It was getting weird.
So the person who said, listen, ain't nobody fitting to force Hova. Bro, shut up, bro. You sound stupid as hell. They just forced Bill and Hillary Clinton, who's powerful, more powerful than Jay-Z, to go testify. Shut the hell up, bro. You sound stupid as hell. You guys operate on brain zero, bro. You have zero brain. You guys are the same people that came in here. Now, see, this I'm going to tell y'all something how I be stir-frying these dudes on YouTube. These the same capping-ass people that came in here. Y'all remember this? A month and a half ago when I told y'all they were going to force Hillary and Bill to testify or they were going to lock their ass up. All these buffoons came in here and told me, no, Ticket, they ain't never going to force them to go testify. That's Bill and Hillary Clinton. You a damn lie. You a damn lie. Go look in the comment section a month ago when I did those videos. Hey, what these buffoons said. They all disappeared now. Where they at? Every last one of those buffoons disappeared. They was talking all that shit when I told y'all that they was gonna force them to go testify on this Epstein shit. I told y'all that. I was the only one that stood on here and told y'all, and it was like, nah, man, they ain't forcing no former president to go up there. You lost your damn mind. You don't know what the hell you talking about. Go look at the comments from a month ago when I did them videos on this channel, y'all. Look at the comments. These people in here talking crazy. Oh, you're an idiot, dude. You don't know what you're talking about. They can never force those guys. Those are former presidents. It'll never happen. Shut up. You are wrong and you sound like a bunch of buffoons. Shut the hell up, man. Use your brains and think. It makes no sense whatsoever that the people, it's the lack of knowledge and understanding that destroys my people. Just dumb as hell. And if they didn't testify, they were going to lock their ass. They were going to arrest them and lock them up and charge them in contempt of Congress, like I told y'all this. And they were going to do it, like I told y'all. Like I told y'all. But y'all didn't want to listen. You didn't want to listen. Absolute clowns. So here we go again. New situation. So now this buffoon gonna come in my comments and say, hey man, Jay too powerful. Nigga, he ain't more powerful than Bill and Hillary Clinton. What the hell is wrong with these people? They motherfucker come in here and argue me, and guess what, y'all? Didn't none of them apologize. Didn't none of them come back and just say, hey, Ticket, man, my bad. You was right that whole time, bro. I ain't think they was gonna make Bill and Hillary testify, bro. You was right, bro. You was on point. These people dumb as hell. And y'all seen it. Everybody that's seen that in the comment section, press one in the comment section, and y'all smash the like button as y'all come on in. That was absolutely ridiculous. I sat up here and argued with every single person that was in that comment section that was sitting up here talking about something. I ain't know what I was talking about. They can't make Bill and Hillary go testify. They'll never testify. Remember they were saying that shit? It really ticked me off because I did my homework on that. And I told these buffoons, I said, bro, they're going to make them testify. The hell is wrong with you? They're going to make them testify. Now you got this guy coming in here now going to tell me, man, Jay-Z's too powerful to testify. He ain't going to testify. Man, shut up. He ain't more powerful than Bill and Hillary. The hell is wrong with you, bro? He ain't more powerful than Bill and Hillary Clinton. If they got Bill and Hillary Clinton up there, they can get damn near anybody up there. Because Bill and Hillary was saying, nah, we ain't going to testify. They ended up doing it at the last minute because they knew it was going to get arrested. They wasn't playing about that shit. So they both went and set their ass up there and did what they didn't want to do because they were forced to. So when I show you the articles that say now they could force Jay-Z to go testify, don't come in here talking that dumb shit when they've already forced Bill and Hillary, and I was right about that. The video's still up, and it's still in the comment section where you guys were talking crazy, saying I know I was talking about. Never came back and apologized, never came back and said, damn, dog, I was wrong, man. I didn't know they was going to make Bill and Hillary do that. But that's the way of the world. That's the way of YouTube. That's the way of the world. But let me get back to what Dame Dash is saying. Because I told y'all this. I peep what everybody say, and I listen to words, and I listen to what you don't say. Dame Dash have known Jay-Z since 1994. Those allegations against Jay-Z and the Epstein files were in 96. Dame was rocking heavy with Jay-Z in 96. Dame has always been talking like, man, I'm glad I wasn't hanging around with that stuff. He never said, hey, man, it's impossible. He always say something like, oh, I hope they didn't do that. What you mean? He was like, I was never around those groups. Then he talked about how I had to get from around R. Kelly and them. He said this. He said he seen stuff and he had to get from around. Now, I want you to listen to what he said. So here's the thing. Dame was clearly around Jay-Z at that time. Case in point. So Dame, in all these interviews, he could have came out because this is real. This is serious shit. He could have came out and cleared Jay-Z's name. He could have said, nah, man, Jay wasn't around none of those people. I was around Jay. He wasn't around none of those people. He hadn't said none of that shit. In none of these interviews, all he say is, yo, I hope they didn't do that. Whenever it's allegations like that. Go back to when the girl, he said, I hope they didn't do that. Remember, he told Art of Dialogue that. Let's listen to what else he said. And peep what he didn't say. And to the person who said, Jay-Z ain't going nowhere, if they call his ass up, they ain't going to take his ass up there. The hell you think? You think they give a fuck about a rapper, nigga? They got a former president and secretary of state to testify, fool. That means ain't nobody safe. Jay-Z ain't bigger than fucking Bill and Hillary Clinton, nigga. Get your mind right and get out that street fucking mentality saying dumb shit. If they call his ass up there on them goddamn Epstein file investigation, he gonna take his ass up there. Period. I want to hear that shit. I told y'all the same thing with Bill and Hillary Clinton. Come on, hey man, he too part. Y'all niggas crazy as hell. Bill and Hillary Clinton said they wasn't gonna go. And guess what? They went. They went. So let's cut the cap. Now let's get back to it.
Charged about like death. Like I lost my mother at 16, but no one ever violated me. You know, I'm not mad at nobody. I don't feel like I have to get revenge. You know, I do want revenge for Aaliyah's death. I just don't know who to get. Right. And I was crying the other day about that.
Excuse me, sir. You're wrong. The interrogations against the Clintons happened a couple days ago, fool. You talking about it happened during the pandemic? No. Loud and wrong, sir. It just happened the other day, fool. See how people just come on YouTube and say stupidity, y'all? He gonna talk about the interrogations against the Clintons happened during the pandemic. Well, what the hell is wrong with you people? They just literally went up there the other day, fool. Man, these people, hey, yo, I tell y'all, man, the world we live in, man, the IQ is crazy wrong, man. I don't know what's wrong with a lot of these people, bro. The IQ level is very low, and it's sad. We need to improve that. They just did the interrogation the other day. Both of them. Hillary did it one day and Bill went in on Friday. Hillary did it last Thursday and Bill went last Friday. What the hell is wrong with you people? And they got the whole interviews out right now. The whole entire interrogation. He gonna talk about those interrogations We're from the pandemic. Man, sit down and shut up. Y'all come on here and repeat lies and dumb shit on social media. Right? So to the person who said how long y'all been spreading rumors, sir, this is not nobody spreading rumors. This is actually in the report, sir. And I'm about to drop the report to you right now, sir. I'm about to drop the report to you right now. So know your role and shut your mouth. Know your role and shut your mouth. I'm about to drop the report to you right now. See, let me say something to you. You notice that when certain people say stuff, Jay-Z ain't had no answer to them. When Tony Busby tried to come after Jay-Z, Jay-Z went hard in the paint. Whatever Dame Dash say, Jay-Z don't say shit. He closed his mouth like it's the plague. When Nicki Minaj say something, Jay-Z don't say a word. He closed his mouth. You don't be hearing about no lawyers. You don't be hearing about none of this stuff. Think about what I just said to y'all. Dame Dash be out here on every interview saying whatever he wants. You know why? Kind of hard to go against the guy who was there all the time. Think about what I just said. Kind of hard to go against the guy who was there all the time. Let's keep going.
You know, but I don't know what the fuck happened, man. It's getting weirder and weirder. But I just feel like if somebody really did that shit, then someone deserves to be, someone should avenge her. Gotcha. You know, it's a lot. That's what I'm saying. Everything that happens with this conspiracy shit, I gotta fucking know them. I don't want to deal with that shit. I'd rather be in the crowd and be like, I wonder if this is real or not. Like now I remember all these years they were saying I was in the Illuminati and I was, what the fuck are you talking about? I don't have no money. You know what I'm saying? I should have a lot more money. I'd have a lot more help. I don't have no brothers helping me. But now I'm like, oh shit, they might have really been in the Illuminati.
Ooh, see? There go the sneak dissing right there. There go the sneak shot. Listen to what he said. He said, I ain't got no brothers helping me. If I was in that, I would have been getting money. I would have had money. He said, but maybe it really was. Now listen to what Dame is saying. He's saying stuff without actually saying specific names, but you got to listen to what he's saying and know exactly what he's saying. And pay attention to what he don't say. Dame Dash was there with Jay-Z from 94 on. Jay-Z was accused in the Epstein files of 96. If Dame Dash knew for a fact that they wasn't around on Harvey Weinstein, he'd have came out and said, that's a damn lie. I was there. We wasn't around them cats. He wasn't around them. That's not what Dame said. Dame ain't say nothing. He said, man, I hope it ain't. Hold on. What you mean? What you mean? Listen to what he say. And listen to what he don't say.
Yeah. I mean, it seems like it's inevitable now. It just, it seems like the Europeans needed to, because what I'm understanding, there was a war to keep the British out of America. So the only way they could get in America would be through someone that's American. Right. So it looks like they funded the Carnegie dude. He got his money from Europe. And I don't even believe the Rockefellers was like that even now. I don't even know if Mark Zuckerberg is like that. Anyone aggregating data, I'm like, you might work for the government. Someone just put you up there. If I can't figure it out, if I'm not like impressed with your logic when I speak to you, because again, there would be certain people that are locked up now, and I'd be talking to them, and I'd be like, there's no business acumen. They don't even understand what's going on. How the fuck do they keep getting these deals? Where are they getting this money from?
Listen to what he said now. He's taking shots. I want y'all to listen to what he said. He's taking shots, y'all. Now listen to what he said. He said, yo, they don't even know what they're talking about. Where they getting these deals from? Listen to what he said once again, y'all. He said, now this is dissing a certain individual who, now peep game now. Listen to what Dame is saying.
I believe the Rockefellers was like that even now. I don't even know if Mark Zuckerberg is like that. Anyone aggregating data, I'm like, you might work for the government. Someone just put you up there. If I can't figure it out, if I'm not like impressed with your logic when I speak to you, because again, there would be certain people that are locked up now, and I'd be talking to them, and I'd be like,
he talking about Diddy. He said there would be certain people that's locked up now that I'll be talking to. Who's locked up right now, y'all? Think about this. Who's locked up right now that he's saying that? Listen, they just nigga throwing shots. Is he talking about Diddy? Is he talking about Harvey Weinstein? Is he talking about R. Kelly? Pete would listen to what he's saying. Listen to what he's saying.
I don't even know if Mark Zuckerberg is like that. Anyone aggregating data, I'm like, you might work for the government. Someone just put you up there. If I can't figure it out, if I'm not like impressed with your logic when I speak to you, because again, there would be certain people that are locked up now, and I'd be talking to them, and I'd be like, hey, there's no business acumen. They don't even understand what's going on. How the fuck do they keep getting these deals?
How do they keep getting these deals? Certain people that's locked up that I talk to, like, man, how the fuck they keep getting these deals? They ain't got no business acumen. Who they linked up with? Listen to what he's saying now. You got to peep game. He telling y'all this without telling you.
Where are they getting this money from? Like, I just be seeing people else money, and I just like, well, it just, I know what you make. I know what you got to spend. I know about margins. I'm like, I don't know how you getting this kind of bread. So from now on, if I can't figure it out, you just pop up and you the Great Gatsby for no reason. You
can't be R. Kelly because R. Kelly wasn't holding bread like that. Can't be. He talking about one guy. We know who he talking about. We know who he talking about. Let's keep going. Who kept getting deals? Who kept getting all those liquor deals and stuff? Think about this shit that he's saying, bro. I'm telling y'all this.
Spot. You know what I'm saying? Period. You either with Russia, Mossad, or...
Listen to what he said. He said, you either with Russia. We came in here the other day. We showed y'all a picture. This is how I know that I think he's talking about your boy. Remember I told y'all the other night that dude died? And his daughter said that he did not take his own life? Remember I told y'all that? That dude posted some stuff on his social media, whether y'all know it or not. He posted some things on his social media, you guys, right? That a lot of people didn't see. And I'm talking about the Russian guy that passed away the other day. They said he took his life. He was in the Epstein files, and they say he took his own life. But a lot of people don't believe that. A lot of people think that that's not true. A lot of people think that he didn't take his life. That's what a lot of people think. A lot of people think that that was straight up BS and straight up cap, and that there was no way that that guy took his own life, right? I want to show you in a second what I'm talking about. I want to show you what I'm talking about. Because y'all got to peep game now. You got to peep everything that Dame say. Because he putting the pieces together. And Dame, you know he's seeing this stuff. Now, let me say this to y'all right now. I want to put this out there. Everybody listen to what I'm... Because when I put you on game, understand game that I'm putting you on. Let me say this again. So, he said, oh, that Russian guy. Now, think about this now. The other night, I came in here and did a video. And I told y'all that there was a Russian guy who lost his life, right? They're saying, hold on. They're saying that he took his own life. His daughter said, no, that's a lie. My father did not take his own life. His daughter said, my father did not take his own life. Her father was found dead in Russia. And they said that he took his own self out with one to the dome. Right? Now, I'm finna show y'all, because Dame said this, but I'm finna show y'all who this dude put on his social media and who he said he was hanging around. Right? I want everybody to listen to what I'm saying to y'all again. This dude put this on his social media and he said, yo, this is who I'm hanging around. You guys have to remember what we're saying. You have to remember. Let me go to this right here, because I know I put it right here on my, I know I put it on my screenshots. I know I did. So I want to show y'all this. Because when I saw it, I was like, oh shit. I fell back. I said, damn, bro. I said, what the F? That's what I said. I literally said that, y'all. I literally said that. And I'm finna show y'all this right now. Right? And here's the crazy part, you guys. This shit gets spooky. This shit gets spooky. Right? Look right there. That was his Instagram account. Now, this guy, as I told y'all, on the left hand side, he's a former Russian senator. He was in the Epstein files. All of a sudden, now he's unalive. He's not here with us anymore. One to the dome the other day. Now, his daughter, as I told you guys, have come out and she have stated to the world that her father, 100%, she does not believe her father took his own life. Now, think again what I'm telling y'all about what Dame Dash just said about the Russian. Peep this now, because you have to put everything I'm saying to y'all together, right? So this Russian guy, he basically, him and his daughter, he came out and said he was friends with Diddy. Good friends with Diddy. But guess what else he said, y'all? And guess what else he posted online? I'm about to show y'all what else he said and what else he posted online. In fact, let me cue this up for you and refresh your memories right now. If you watched my video the other night, the guy on the left, he just died. Remember, Russian man, Epstein files. He said he was friends with Diddy, and then he went. Remember I showed y'all that picture? That's him on the far left or right hand side of your screen, and his daughter in between. Listen to what your man's, Dame Dash, said again. Smash the like button, y'all. Come on in here. And we're going to get deeper to this. Listen to what Dame Dash said again.
Can't figure it out if I'm not like impressed with your logic when I speak to you. Because again, there would be certain people that are locked up now, and I'd be talking to them, and I'd be like, hey, there's no business acumen. They don't even understand what's going on. How the fuck do they keep getting these deals? Where are they getting this money from? Like, I just be seeing people lost money, and I just like, hey, well, it just, I know what you make. I know what you got to spend. I know about margins. I'm like, I don't know how you getting this kind of bread. So from now on, if I can't figure it out, you just pop up and you the Great Gatsby for no reason. You a spy. You know what I'm saying? Period. You either with Russia, Mossad.
You either with Russia. And this guy was a former Russian senator who had previously ran against Putin and lost. He went and put on his social media that he was friends with Diddy. You can see right there where he wrote it on the bottom. My friendship with who? He wrote this, not me. My friendship with Jay-Z and P. Diddy and Beyonce. And he posted that picture. He has that on his official Instagram page. You can go see it right now. It's on his official page. He put this up. He was dating Naomi Campbell. He said that Naomi Campbell's the one who introduced him to Diddy. He posted these pictures up on his account. Listen to what I said to y'all now. He posted that on his account. It's up right now on his official account. Right? Then you listen to Dame Dash, and Dame Dash says, man, I don't know how these dudes, this dude that's locked up right now, how you get all this money and all these deals. That man ain't really got no business acumen. When you talk to him, where's the business acumen? Who you think that's a shot at? And then he says, well, I'm just going to thank you either with the Russians, Diddy, Russian, former Russian senator. That's the only thing I could put together from what Dame Dash was saying. But he kept going. Let's play it.
And then I'd be like, there's no business acumen. They don't even understand what's going on. How the fuck do they keep getting these deals? Where are they getting this money from? Like, I just be seeing people lost money, and I just like, well, it just, I know what you make. I know what you got to spend. I know about margins. I'm like, I don't know how you getting this kind of bread. So from now on, if I can't figure it out, you just pop up and you the Great Gatsby for no reason. You a spy. You know what I'm saying? Period. You either with Russia, Mossad, or, the government, CIA. But
So he says you either working with the government, CIA, Russia. Remember, the guy on the far left-hand side of your screen right there, he just died the other day, former Russian senator. Listen to what Dame Dash is saying. This is not me telling y'all this. This is Dame Dash saying this.
Why are you getting this kind of bread? So from now on, if I can't figure it out, you just pop up and you the Great Gatsby for no reason. You a spy. You know what I'm saying? Period. You either with Russia, Mossad, or, the government, CIA. But that's the way you get people. You fuck with their vices. You get them drunk.
Listen to what he say. That's how you F with people. You mess with their vices. Remember what that dude said in Diddy's trial. Remember what Mark Curry said before Diddy's trial. Mark Curry said in an interview in the Art of Dialogue that at those parties, they would spike these girls' drinks and then pop peas in their mouth. Remember he said that. Mark Curry said that. Now listen to what Dame Dash is saying right now.
Period. You either with Russia, Mossad, or, the government, CIA. But that's the way you get people. You fuck with their vices. You get them drunk, high, and then and it seems like they get you on camera.
You definitely know who you're talking about now. They get you on camera.
And then they fucking blackmail you. And then you got to go again.
And then they blackmail you. Listen to what Dame is saying.
You a spy. You know what I'm saying?
So it seemed like Dame was taking shots at Diddy getting all those deals. Ciroc, De Leon. Oh, how is he doing this? Like, this nigga ain't got no business acumen like talking about. How is he getting all these deals? Remember Dame said that. Oh, you either working with the Russians, the government, CIA. Listen to what he said. Oh, y'all spiking people's drinks, getting them inebriated, getting them out of their mind, and then blackmailing them. That's what Dame Dash said, not Ticket.
Period. You either with Russia, Mossad, or, the government, CIA. But that's the way you get people. You fuck with their vices. You get them drunk, high, and then and it seems like they get you on camera, and then they fucking blackmail you. And then you got to go against your friends. I don't think they want.
And then you got to go against your friends. Listen now.
I think they got.
He said, I don't think they want to. Listen to what he said now.
Vices. You get them drunk, high, and then you make, and it seems like they get you on camera, and then they fucking blackmail you. And then you got to go against your friends. I don't think they want to. I think they got caught up.
So when you think that some people got caught up, like when you hear, like, you know, some of your former...
Now, listen to what this interviewer says. He says, so when you think that some of the people got caught up, Dame could have instantly came out and erased Jay-Z's name from all of this, because Dame was with Jay-Z since 94. The allegations with Jay-Z and the Epstein files was from 96. So who would know if Harvey Weinstein was hanging around them? Because remember, everybody on YouTube was like, oh, no, man, that nigga wasn't hanging around with Harvey Weinstein in 96. The only person we heard come out and say, nope, the nigga who was around him was Dame Dash. He ain't come out and say, nah, man, Dame was with Jay-Z then. Heavy. Dame could have came out on some real nigga G shit and said, nah, man, nigga, we wasn't with no Harvey Weinstein. That's a lie. That shit couldn't have been true. He didn't say that. Listen to what he said.
Her friends like Pusha T.
I can't even comprehend that shit.
And Jay-Z.
Honestly, even with him,
they're mentioned in these files.
I just want to know why. Put it like this. Let's say they didn't do anything and someone's lining them up. Like, if let's say someone put me in them files right now, I know I never did no shit like that, but I'd be like, oh, they trying to line me up. I'd be more worried about the play, because this shit seems deep.
Right.
Like, now I'm starting to rewatch the fucking documentaries. I watched that Epstein shit. I'm like, yo, this nigga was doing whatever he wanted. He might really be alive.
Oh, yeah.
The way the way no one's getting prosecuted.
Listen to what he's saying. The way nobody's getting prosecuted, all this other shit. Listen to what Dame is saying. Dame ain't come out and say, nah, man, that shit ain't true, man. I was with Jay, bro. That shit ain't true, man. I was there. He ain't saying that. Listen to what this nigga said, bro. This nigga know what he doing, bro. This nigga Dame know what he doing. He know what he doing. Peep game.
Documentaries, I watched that Epstein shit. I'm like, yo, this nigga was doing whatever he wanted. He might really be alive.
Oh, yeah.
The way no one's getting prosecuted and how he got that bid and how that chick was
even to his death,
it's just a lot of it's a lot of people that have vices.
But
listen, he says a lot of people that have vices. Now listen to what else he say. This nigga Dame is diabolical. Listen to what else he say though. Listen to this.
To his death.
Like, I'm like, anybody that's cool must like young girls. Because for me, I don't respect people that would.
Did you hear what he just said? Game over. That shit went past everybody's head. Didn't get past me. He just talked about R. Kelly. What was R. Kelly convicted of? You know what R. Kelly was convicted of with the underage. You know what it was. The file is online. You can go right to the website. It shows you his entire conviction and all the charges he was convicted on. He was convicted on child charges. Now listen to what Dame said and who was hanging around Kels. This nigga Dame is diabolical, nigga. Listen to what he's saying though. I want you to listen to what he did. This nigga, Dame is not trying to come out and just snitch. He's not doing that. But listen to what he's doing.
His death.
Like, I'm like, anybody that's cool must like young girls.
It's up right there. He basically saying anybody that's cool with that nigga Art, nigga, you must like young. Listen to what he's saying. Listen. And Damon said this a lot. That's the reason why I left. The R. Kelly shit, man. I couldn't do it. I couldn't deal with it. Listen.
All right.
Like now I'm starting to rewatch the fucking documentaries. I watched that Epstein shit. I'm like, yo, this nigga was doing whatever he wanted. He might really be alive.
Oh yeah.
The way the way no one's getting prosecuted and how he got that bid and how that chick was the
but even to his death,
it's just a lot of it's a lot of people that have vices.
But even to his death,
like I'm like anybody that's cool must like young girls. Because for me, I don't respect people that would violate women.
Right.
That's why I walked away.
Major shot right there. Major shot right there. Remember why Dane said he got into it with old boy? He said it was over the R. Kelly shit. He couldn't deal with nobody dealing with R. Kelly. He said, listen to what Dame just said though. You got to peep what he said. He was like, yo, if you rocking with that, then you must be down with that. Now listen, so who was rolling with R. Kelly? Heavy. That was round Dame. Listen to what Dame's saying. This is what Dame Dash is saying. You got to listen to his words.
He was doing whatever he wanted. He might really be alive.
Oh yeah.
The way the way no one's getting prosecuted and how he got that bid and how that chick was the
but even to his death,
it's just a lot of it's a lot of people that have vices.
But even to his death,
like I'm like anybody that's cool must like young girls. Because for me, I don't respect people that would violate women.
Right.
That's why I walked away. I don't want no parts. I don't want $1 of anyone that fucks with little girls. And if you notice, I don't make $1. I made sure.
No, I remember when you talked about the R. Kelly situation.
In all of it.
Yeah, you was like, I don't want no money from it.
There it go right there. There it go right there. So why y'all think this whole split happened? Dame said he wasn't rocking like that. Dame said he seen. Listen to what he said now. You have to listen to, and he was there.
I walked away. I don't want no parts. I don't want $1 of anyone that fucks with little girls. And if you notice, I don't make $1. I made sure.
No, I remember when you talked about the R. Kelly situation.
In all of it.
Yeah, you was like, I don't want no money from it. Nothing.
So why you think shit? I was all right with shit going to auction.
And you said that before the files came out, before everything.
And you know what? I don't do it when it's popular. I did it. I broke out 20 years ago when I saw some bullshit and shit wasn't right.
Oh, he said when I saw. Now, this is what Dame said. Listen to what he said. He said, I broke out 20-some years ago when I saw some shit wasn't right. Listen to what he said now. This is his words. He don't give y'all the whole thing. Now, he could have came out here and said, nah, yo, that shit ain't true, man. With Jay, man, that shit ain't right, man. That shit ain't true. He could have shut all that down. All that down. Right? Now, listen to this.
The way. I don't want no parts. I don't want $1 of anyone that fucks with little girls. And if you notice, I don't make $1. I made sure.
No, I remember when you talked about the R. Kelly situation.
In all of it.
Yeah, you was like, I don't want no money from it. Nothing.
So why you think shit? I was all right with shit going to auction.
And you said that before the files came out, before everything.
And you know what? I don't do it when it's popular. I did it. I broke out 20 years ago when I saw some bullshit and shit wasn't right.
Right.
You said I saw some shit and it wasn't right. Now let's fast forward to this. Let's fast forward to this. So according to reports, allhiphop.com is reporting that Jay-Z could be forced to testify in the Epstein investigation. And before you come in here and say, nah, that ain't going to happen, they just forced Bill and Hillary Clinton to testify when all of y'all told me, nah, it ain't going to happen. Yeah, it did. Now listen to what I just said. I'm going to tell y'all what the article says. Jay-Z faces congressional pressure after Representative Nancy Mace publicly has called for his testimony regarding the Jeffrey Epstein files. Jay-Z faced unexpected congressional pressure today when Representative Nancy Mace publicly has demanded Jay-Z's testimony regarding his alleged connection to Jeffrey Epstein investigation files. The South Carolina Republican posted on X. This is a Republican. You ain't fighting against this shit. This is a Republican. She posted on X that Jay-Z's name, and listen to what I'm saying to y'all. She said that Jay-Z's name surfaced in newly reviewed federal materials. Let me put this on the screen, because I know niggas think I'm capping. I know niggas think I'm capping. Niggas just think I come on here, hey man, you trying to hit on a black man. Nah, bro, I'm just reporting the news, my nigga. And I'm telling you what the other people that was actually there is saying. I'm just reporting the news. It's up to you to decide whether you believe it or not. But I know one thing. If them Republicans jump on that ass and tell him he gonna go up there, they can force him to go up there. They just forced Bill and Hillary Clinton to take their ass up there. So everybody keep talking this, oh, they're not worried about no rapper. Don't no rapper move nothing with them. We talking about upper echelon now. We talking about highest power in the land now, right? That's what we talking about. And guess what I think this has? And I'm gonna tell y'all something. Peep game is deeper than that. You know why? I'm finna tell y'all why. Who is Donald Trump's best friend right now? Let me repeat myself, because I know people ain't thinking the way I'm thinking. I'm on a different level when I'm thinking. Who is Donald Trump's best BFF right now? Nicki Minaj. I told y'all a month and a half, 2 months ago. Didn't I do the video and told y'all? And I asked y'all, was Nicki going to use Donald Trump to take down Jay-Z? Remember I said that to y'all? And everybody was like, oh, come on, Ticket. You niggas ain't thinking, boy. I'm on a whole different mindset, stratosphere, mentally, spiritually, all that. Let me show y'all how real this is. Because I don't really think they know how real this shit is. And I think she got revenge on her mind. Look on the screen right there. Do you see what that say? Can you read your screen? The South Carolina Republican posted on X that the music mogul's name surfaced in newly reviewed federal materials. I'm not making this up. This just came out tonight. Newly reviewed federal materials intensifying Capitol Hill's calls for expanded disclosures and potential questioning of prominent figures connected to the case. If they call Jay-Z up to testify, they're going to find out whether or not Jay-Z was connected to Harvey Weinstein in 1996. I damn well guarantee you that. They're going to ask that man every question known to mankind, and then they're going to shake every bush. Because once they get you under oath, remember, your testimony is sworn. That's why they get you to go up there. Once they get you under oath, y'all know the rest. Look at what it says, you guys. Look at what it says. And I'm showing everybody who wants to know exactly what I'm saying to y'all. Because I think people have to understand the one thing Ticket don't do is come on YouTube and make shit up. Now, what am I going to do for you guys to prove what I'm saying to y'all is 1000% factual information and true. And that none of the stuff that I'm saying to you guys is fabricated or something that I made up. I don't have to come on YouTube and make shit up. I don't, and I won't. But what I will do, because Jay-Z is about to be subpoenaed to testify on the Epstein files, and I'm going to show y'all why right now. Because she's sending out the subpoenas to subpoena Jay-Z to testify. Not only Jay-Z, but I'm finna tell y'all everybody else. And it's about to get real scary for the entire music industry. And I'm gonna tell y'all why. Smash the like button. You better believe that I am the best doing this. What I'm gonna show you right now, and you can go look this up for yourself. Don't take my word for it. Do not take my word for it. When I tell you something on this channel, you go do your own research after I show you this. And y'all smash the like button because I'm doing some damn good research. This is her page on X. Representative Nancy Mace. Read what she wrote. Mr. Chairman, this is a solid start. The Oversight Committee, however, needs to bring in more individuals to more thoroughly continue the Epstein investigation. Here is my initial list, including your 7, but not including those already deposed. Number 1, Woody Allen. Haywood Allen. Woody Allen. He's got to go testify. Number 2, Peter Attia. They're going to subpoena him. Number 3, Doug Band. They're going to subpoena him. Number 4, Stephen Kevin Bannon. They're going to subpoena him. Number 5, Ehud Barak, Foreign National. They're going to subpoena him. Number 6, Gwendolyn Beck. They're going to subpoena her. Number 7, Harry Beller. They're going to subpoena him. Number 8, Leon David Black. They're going to subpoena him. Number 9, Richard Charles Branson, Foreign National. But wait, there's more. There's more. Oh, there's more. And I'm going to show you now. Number 10, Borge Brende, Foreign National. Number 11, William Joseph Burns. They're going to subpoena him. And number 13, Sean Carter. He's going to have to testify in the Epstein files like Bill and Hillary Clinton, under oath, sworn under penalty of perjury. And to name the other people who are going to be subpoenaed, because y'all know me, I don't bring no bullshit to the table. Deepak Chopra, Maureen Comey, Alan Morin Dershowitz, that's the lawyer. That's that former lawyer who he knows a lot. Glenn Russell Dubbin, Sarah Margaret Ferguson, Kevin Spacey, William Henry Gates III, Leslie Groff, Susan Hamlin, Reed Garrett Hoffman, Victoria Houses, Darren Endyke, Sarah Kellen, Richard Kahn, Tigran Katrian, David Seth Kotkin, also known as David Copperfield. Oh, this shit gonna get real. Terry Larson, Nadia Marcinkova, Peter Mendelsohn, George Mitchell, Slaventa Pohideva, David Rogers, Catherine H. Rumler, Adriana Ross, Timothy Rauch, Daniel Said, James Edward Staley, Lawrence Henry Summers, Lawrence Paul Viskowski Jr., Theodore William Wyatt, Early Wayne, and Harvey Weinstein himself. And read the bottom. A formal letter and additional subpoenas forthcoming. Did you hear what I just said? Also, 7 other individuals have been called to appear for transcribed interviews. Bill Gates, Kathleen Rumler, Leon Black, Leslie Groff, Sarah Kellen, Ted Wyatt, and Doug Band. The Oversight Committee, they wrote, is continuing to seek the truth for all survivors and all Americans. This is about to get absolutely disgusting. I'm telling y'all this right now. They're handing out the subpoenas. They're handing out the subpoenas. All right? I'm going to tell y'all this right now. Right now. They're handing out those subpoenas, man. They're going to subpoena Jay-Z, bro. They're going to subpoena Jay-Z, bro. And he's going to have to testify, bro. And I'm going to tell y'all something. They're going to ask him, was he linked to Harvey Weinstein in 96? And I'd be a fly on the wall to hear how he's going to answer that. Because all of these people who was on YouTube that was crying and whining and saying, oh, Jay-Z didn't know Harvey Weinstein then. Dame Dash didn't shoot it down, and he was with Jay-Z since 94. James Dash could have easily came out and said, nah, he wasn't rocking with no Harvey Weinstein. At that time, that was later. Dame didn't say that. All Dame say is, man, I got from around those guys. That's exactly what Dame say. That's exactly what Dame say. Right or wrong, everybody. That's exactly what Dame says. He say that all the time. Oh, I got from around them. So when the person who said, "Oh, they ain't gonna make Jay-Z testify," nigga, they just made Hillary Clinton testify. They gonna make him testify. The lady has already sent out, or they're sending out the subpoenas now. I showed y'all this. It's right there at the bottom of that page. Read it right there. A former letter and additional subpoenas forthcoming. You guys need to read this. Hold on 1 second, you guys. Hold on 1 second. Hold on 1 second. So I'm telling y'all, right? I hope y'all are listening. This about to get real bad, bro. Because they're gonna ask him. They're gonna ask him, right? Right? Think about what I just said. Think about what I just said to y'all. I want everybody to think about that, right? Just use your mind and think about what I'm saying. It's right there. If they force Hillary and Bill to go up there and testify, you better damn well believe. And you can read what she said. And for you guys who don't know who she was responding to, right? If you guys don't know who she was responding to, I'm going to show you right now, just so you can get a clear picture, okay? I want everybody to get a clear picture, right? Right? Now, let me put this on your screen for you. All right? So, as you guys can see, hold on. You can't see it. I got to put it up here. Let me put this up here for y'all. I want everybody to be on the same page as I am. That way, can't nobody say, "Oh, Ticket, come on, man, you capping, nigga." Nah, nigga. No. I'm gonna show you guys who she was responding to. Right? I'm gonna show y'all right here. And she was responding to Representative James Comer. Now, Representative James Comer, and this is the reason why you guys have to actually look at this stuff online. It's very important that you guys study this stuff that I'm showing y'all so y'all will understand what the hell is going on. Once they did Bill and Hillary, once they did Bill and Hillary, everybody's on the hook. Everybody they got to go up there and testify because they're gonna do the investigation, bro. Now we already know they're gonna try and protect your boy, but everybody else, Shit, it's too much heat. I told y'all, they're arresting people in other countries on the Epstein files. Right? I don't told y'all this. So she was responding to that, to Representative James Comer. Now he came, and Representative James Comer, and this is what I told y'all. He said Epstein investigation update. All this you can go look up. It's on X. He said, I'm calling on 7 individuals to appear for transcribed interviews. Remember, they're the ones who already called Bill and Hillary. And all y'all came here and told me, no, Ticket, it's never going to happen. They said, if you don't come up here, we're going to arrest your ass. We're going to lock your ass up and put you in contempt of Congress. And every other time you disagree to come up here after that, we're going to charge your ass over and over again. That's why the Clintons went. Because they had no choice. Read it. These are all facts. And to the person who asks, who am I? I'm just a Negro telling the truth. Because what I said before was the truth when I told you they was going to make Bill and Hillary Clinton testify out there. And everybody came up here acting like they ain't know. But I was in here and I was deep into this paperwork and I was reading this shit and I knew the law. They had the law on their side. This ain't the Democrats that was in control of that shit. It was the Republicans. They was going to make that shit happen. Have you already been watching out what they did to James Comey? They don't put Fed charges on James Comey. They gave his ass the perp walk. To the brother who said you the saver in an apartment, no sir, I live in a multi. Oh, I ain't gonna tell you where I live. Yeah, I live in a shack, bro. Yeah, I live in a shack, brother. Just put it like that. Yeah. So as I told y'all, and I'm gonna say this again, right? Peep game. Peep game. What I'm telling y'all, they just made a president and the Secretary of State testify when they didn't want to testify, when they refused to testify. So James Comer comes out today and he says, Epstein investigation update. Go look on his X. It's right there. They're the ones who call the people up there and they send out the subpoenas for you. You come up there, you bring your ass up here, and you're going to testify. Because we're going to investigate this shit. He says, I'm calling on 7 individuals to appear for transcribed interviews. Bill Gates, Catherine Rumier, Leon Black, Leslie Groff, Sarah Kellerman, Ted Wyatt, Doug Band. The Oversight Committee is continuing to seek the truth for survivors in all Americas. That means they're going to have to investigate. So that's when she responded, right here, as you can see. She responded to that message, James Comer. Read right there at the bottom. Look at your page, because I'm educating all y'all that's watching this and listening to this. So Nancy Mace came out and said, no. Hey, you got a good list. Somebody told Nancy Mace, nah, you got to bring these other people in. Who the hell you think been running around here, running up behind underneath Donald Trump? Your girl. Now, I'm not saying that she's responsible for this, because I'm not 100% sure. But I know one thing, she been running up behind Trump, and she been damn sure going hard at Jay-Z. And now, look, y'all, Nancy Mace came out and read what she had wrote. Mr. Chairman, this is a solid start. The Oversight Committee, however, needs to bring in more individuals to more thoroughly continue the Epstein investigation. She said, here is my initial list, including your 7, but not including those that have already been deposed. And as you see, Woody Allen is the first name on the list. It's right there. And Jay-Z is the third name on the second page I put up here on the screen. Sean Carter. Now, I don't know what Pusha T's real name is. Somebody find out what Pusha T's real name is and see if his name is up on this paper. And then at the end, she says she gonna send them subpoenas. So this ain't a black thing or they discriminating black people. Nah, they going at all these mofos in these depositions. They not playing. The only thing that I hate that they not doing is nailing Donald Trump ass up there. Because he appears the most. See, once you get these people under oath, now this is a whole fresh set of investigations that's gotta happen. Because what they're gonna do is the fact that they're gonna call Jay-Z, they're gonna ask Jay-Z about everything that he had to do with whatever had to do with his names in those files. Right? Peep game. Peep game. Right? I want y'all to listen to what I'm saying to y'all. Terrence LeVar Thornton, I don't even see his name up here. But they got Jay-Z's name up there. Sean Carter. And read the last thing she wrote down there. She said a formal letter and additional subpoenas are forthcoming. This some heavy shit, boy. This some heavy shit right here, man. This is some heavy shit, y'all. Crazy work. So now it seems like Jay-Z is probably going to get a subpoena. And when he goes up there, they're going to ask him about his connections with Harvey Weinstein and everything related to his name being mentioned in those files. If Jay-Z goes up there, I want to see what he says when they asked him, because he hasn't answered this. The only people that asked this, or the only people that answered was people that was online. Oh, Jay-Z couldn't have known this. How do these people know? The only persons that was around him, they didn't say shit. What? Think about this. When those came out, right? The allegations with Jay-Z in it and Pusha T. Why didn't Dame Dash, who was around Jay-Z at that time in '96, immediately come out and say that's bullshit, bro? Jay wasn't around no Harvey Weinstein. He wasn't doing business with him or hanging around him. He didn't say nothing. He just shut up. And then listen to what he said in that interview today. And then remember what he said in the Art of Dialogue interview when Jay-Z had the allegations from Tony Busby. He didn't even come out and be like, nah, Jay couldn't did that. He didn't even say that. And then he kept going in on why he left why he left that whole situation around R. Kelly. Peep game now. You have to put this all together. It's very important that you put this all together. That's why I told y'all those interviews with R. Dollar, legendary. Shout out to my boy, Art of Dialogue. Right? And I want you to think about this. I told y'all this. Y'all don't want to listen. People, what I'm saying to everybody listening to this video right now. Right? Now, go back to what he said about Jay-Z in the Art of Dialogue interview. Go back to what he said, right? About Jay-Z and that situation. How you feel about what Jay-Z is being accused of?
Terrible accusation. I think what's killer is how people are reacting to.
Now, let me go out of here and go in this again, because I need everybody to see this. What I'm saying to y'all, right? He asked Dame Dash, how do you feel about the allegations? Dame Dash didn't say.
I wouldn't have him talking for me. If he wants,
Dame Dash didn't say, I don't believe it. It's bullshit. I was around the guy. Dame Dash said this. How you feel about what Jay-Z is being accused of?
Terrible accusation. I think what's killer is how people are reacting to the accusation. Like they putting them through the ringer. And I've never seen them do that before. So that's the thing. Like usually things get brushed under the rug with him. And I've been accused of shit that I haven't done before. And people don't scrutinize that. I didn't get as scrutinized as he's getting. So I'm like, why they? It's just odd to see him in that, in that getting looked at in that way by white people. Like Jay does. Yeah. Like I hope that shit didn't happen. But I'm like,
listen to what he said. He said, yo, I hope that shit didn't happen. What you mean? That's your man since 94. If that's your man's and you know he ain't on that time, you ain't talking like that. You say, man, this shit ain't true. That's my man's, bro. That shit ain't true. He don't move like that. Dame didn't say that. Dame said, man, I hope that shit ain't true, bro. And then remember what he said as well. Remember why he said that he left the Rockefeller shit. Oh, man, with R. Kelly, man, I couldn't F with that, man, you know what I'm saying? Because if you could work with him and you knew about those young girls, it's like you got to be moving like that. Remember what Dame Dad said? He said he ain't want no parts of that R. Kelly shit. He felt like anybody that was moving with R. Kelly, taking that money, move with him. I'm telling y'all this now. Peep what I'm saying to y'all. This is what Dame ain't saying. Dame could have easily came out. Forget that him and Jay-Z got beef. If I know a nigga innocent and I can clear his name and I was around this dude, I'm saying, hey man, look, bro, he wasn't moving like that, man. I don't care how that nigga feel about me, bro. I ain't putting that shit on his name, bro. Dame didn't say that. Dame said, man, I hope he ain't do that shit. Now listen, and then he said, his lawyer's a liar. Peep game. Peep game. Peep game. I want y'all to peep game now.
And I've been accused of shit that I haven't done before, and people don't scrutinize that. I didn't get as scrutinized as he's getting. So I'm like, why they? It's just odd to see him in that, in that getting looked at in that way by white people. Like Jay does. Yeah. Like I hope that shit didn't happen, but I'm like, damn, they turned the world real. Like people on a certain level have been fucking with him a certain way where he couldn't do no wrong for like 25 years straight. This is the first time he's not getting a pass with white media. Like he can control black media because a lot of them either work or do business with him. But like, drink champs can't get him out of this one, and neither can Charlemagne.
He said drink champs can't get him out of this one. Neither can Charlemagne. He said, now listen to all these little cold words he said. He said he can control the black media. He can't control that white media. He said he control black media. He said, Charlemagne and drink champs can't get you out of this one. And this is what all he said. He could have just came out and said, nah, man, Jay wasn't moving like that. Man, ain't no dude like that. That ain't what he said. Listen to what I'm saying to y'all.
Because, those are the guys that hold him down no matter what he does anyway. So he got to get to People Magazine and Entertainment Tonight right now because they on his head. But the question is why? Like, why now? But for me, I'd be like, yo, that's so ridiculous. Yo, take that to trial. You're not going to win. Let's get a deposition or something, you know? So I don't know why they get on his head so much, pause. But I never seen him, under this, I never seen him in this position to have to explain himself. Pause.
How you feel about the statement he came out with?
I mean, I didn't hear him say anything. I heard a piece of, like I said, for me, I'm doing an interview, so I talk. I thought it was long. For a statement, I thought it was long, pause. But, I think right now, his silence is the worst thing for him if he is innocent. He needs to let people ask him questions, and he needs to be able to say his side of the story, as opposed to letting that lawyer talk. Because that lawyer, I don't trust that lawyer because I went to court with him. So to me, everything that guy says is, allegedly a lie, just based on my experience with going to court with him. I don't trust the Alex Shapiro dude. He's ill. He's an ill dude. He'll say anything. Like he crazy. You know what I'm saying? So I wouldn't have him talking for me. If he wants, I'm not going to sit there and say nothing bad or good or defend or anything because it'll all play itself out. I just think it's kind of ill that they're on his head like that. And if he's, he should probably come out and say something. Like, I believe right now, everybody needs to be transparent. Like, back in the day, not saying something could have been like the wave, but that was before social media. So now that there's social media and transparency, if you got an issue, you don't let people speak for you. You should speak for yourself. Let people ask you questions and, go from there. That's what I would do.
So you don't think it was a good idea for his lawyer to speak for him?
Mm-hmm. It's been too many things said for too long. So I'd be like, yo, again, I'm telling you what I did. So I got accused of a sexual assault. I went through a full trial. The first thing I did is I made my statement. And then I went and did an interview. That's what I did. And I went to trial. It didn't affect me. I can't say it didn't completely affect me, but what I could say is they didn't do that shit they doing to him to me. And then when I won the trial, no one said a word. Saying that, it's hard. Like I don't think I would have said that he didn't know Puff at all or wasn't his friend. I thought that was a little extreme. I thought that was the wrong choice of words. I think that's going to trigger a lot of backlash. But the thing is, I never seen him get backlash at all. So that's what I'm saying. Now he's getting backlash. Like, when did you know Jay-Z to be on his heels other than when he got beat up in the elevator? But that was nothing. But I've never seen him under the fire ever. Not in a long time. Not like, I've never seen people on his head like that, Paul. Ever.
Yeah, this might be my first time seeing people come at him like this.
Like I said, I didn't hear him say anything. Like, I'm not some white man speaking for another black man doesn't add up. It just doesn't work like that. Like, he doesn't know what to say on Jay's behalf. Jay would have to say that. So if he instructed him to say that, like, you don't even know if Jay told him to say that. He could have got off the stage and they were like, why'd you say that? He was like, I had to. Like, he probably said it because homeboy wouldn't. You know what I'm saying? So who knows? Like, I didn't hear him say anything. I haven't heard Jay say a word yet. Have you?
Nah, I haven't heard him say anything.
There it is. So y'all going by a piece of paper with words? Don't get caught up in that. I have not heard him say one thing yet. Until I see him speak, he hasn't spoke to me. That's why I said he did not say that. His lawyer said it. So what else is a lawyer going to say? You know what I'm saying?
Right. But speaking of his lawyer, what did he do to you personally?
Alex Shapiro, he's the one. I'm going to tell you what he did. I could tell you, this is not allegedly. First of all, he works for Jay personally, as we see. He represented Rockefeller Inc. for Jay, for Rockefeller Inc. And they made that phony case against me saying that I was trying to sell the whole thing. Remember we went to court? That's when I started speaking about him again, because he was like, now you taking me to court, you lying. It was a straight lie. And the only purpose of it was to illegally change bylaws so that it prohibited me from selling my interest unless they all agreed to it. And then the way they had the meetings, he was the one at the meeting changing the bylaws, speaking and talking in such a disrespectful way. Like he ran Rockefeller or some shit. So, and then the comments that he's made, like Jay getting his masters back in certain years, like every single game that he played with me was a lie.
Shout out to Liz with two $250 donations in the PayPal just now. So now that's a total of $1,500 in the PayPal. And she says that she thinks Dame has all the answers but don't want to snitch. And she says that he's dropping clues in all of these interviews. We just have to pick it up. Hey, man, I totally agree with you, ma'am. I totally agree with you on that. And I'm gonna tell you, first of all, I appreciate you for showing so much love to my channel. I salute you. Much love to you, Liz. But I'm gonna say it like this. I totally agree. I think that Dame don't want to be. He don't want to be known as a snitch, but he not gonna vouch for Jay-Z because he already has separated himself and said, "Nah, I don't rock like that." They was rocking with Kells. Like that's how he was saying it though. He was saying that stuff like, yo, how could you rock with a dude like that? Remember, he was saying all of this stuff in these interviews. It's all on YouTube. Yo, that's the reason why I left. I had to get out of there. Remember all that stuff he was saying? A dude like that, and how could you rock with a dude like that? Remember this now? And he was around. Dane was around. Play it again. I'm going to show y'all this. Here it is right here. All the dialogue.
Speaking of Puffy, right? You think it's a rap for him?
I don't know. I got to see them tapes. Paul's like, hey, everybody quiet. So, I don't know. I don't know anything about those situations at all. You know what I mean? But if any one of those situations are true, he got problems. But, until then, he's going to have to do a bid before he goes to court. So whatever the accusations are, if he's innocent, I would be sick in jail for being innocent to have to wait for a trial. That's fucked up. But if he's not innocent, can he get out of it? I don't know what I feel like, he's on a RICO. So that means a criminal enterprise. I haven't seen the enterprise that they're accusing yet. So I'm sure there's going to be a superseding indictment and that'll have more names on it. And then that's when I don't know. Like, I don't really know what, do you really know what he's on trial for? Sex trafficking. So I don't know what that looks like. Like, what the fuck is that? Like, I don't know what the fuck he could be doing with baby oil. Like, I don't know. Pause. So, these are very weird accusations. Things that if I did know about, I'd probably be guilty of as well. I have no idea about that shit.
I mean, if they got R. Kelly in prison for what he did, what they're accusing Diddy of is a lot worse.
But there's like tapes of R. Kelly. I don't know, man. Like I said, all that shit, for some reason, all the people that are under the gun right now were people that I did not with. Let's just put that out there. So Harvey Weinstein, me and him did not get along. Me and Puff, we were not, we always had respect, but we were in two different.
Let's stop right there. Stop right there. Now remember, Jay-Z's allegations in the Epstein files were surrounding Harvey Weinstein. Dame Dash said in an interview with Art of Dialogue, nah, I wouldn't fucking with Harvey Weinstein. Why would he fucking with Harvey Weinstein? Harvey Weinstein was a businessman that was getting money. What about Harvey Weinstein made Dame not fuck with him? He told on himself. Peep what he said. Now the question is, well, when did you know Harvey Weinstein? When did he start coming around? They're going to ask Jay-Z that in that deposition. did he know Harvey Weinstein back in 96? And Jay-Z is either going to have to take the fifth, which is going to look real bad, or he's going to have to tell the truth whether he knew him or not. And if he knew him, they're going to annihilate Jay-Z in the media, whether he's innocent or guilty of what was accused in the Epstein files. Because what that is going to do is now all those people that was saying, oh man, this is a lie, he wasn't even around Harvey Weinstein in 96. If Jay-Z goes and testifies that he did know Harvey Weinstein, because you better believe once they got him under oath, they're going to shake down bushes. They're going to check events. They're going to cross-reference. They're going to do whatever they got to do to check and see were these guys in the same circles. You better understand this. So when Dame said what he said to Art of Dialogue, and he named Harvey Weinstein, think about this. Why would Dame not like Harvey Weinstein? And he says all those guys that are being accused, yeah, I didn't like those guys. I wasn't hanging around those guys. What do you mean? What did Harvey Weinstein do that made you feel uncomfortable, Dame? What did you see around Harvey Weinstein? Did you see weirdo type of activity? Pete, now, Pete, what I'm saying to y'all now, listen to what he said. That's why I always tell y'all, you have to listen to what they say.
Complete him.
Listen.
So Harvey Weinstein, me and him.
I mean, if they got R. Kelly in prison for what he did, what they're accusing Diddy of is a lot worse.
But there's like tapes of R. Kelly, and I mean, I don't know, man. Like I said, all that. For some reason, all the people that are under the gun right now were people that I did not with. I mean, let's just put that out there. So Harvey Weinstein, me and him did not get along. Me and Puff, we were not, we always had respect, but we were too.
Now, think about this. He said him and Harvey Weinstein did not get along. When did Jay-Z start rocking with Harvey Weinstein publicly? Was Dame still around? Because if that's the case, you got to ask yourself, hold on, Dame. When was you linked up with Harvey Weinstein? Because you wasn't around later on. And those pictures we saw, he wasn't around. This was later. Dame was not around at this time. You can hear a rat fart. Let me repeat myself. This Jay-Z right here in the picture, Dame Dash was not around Jay-Z at this time. This is after Dame and Jay-Z fell out. So when did Dame have any run-in with Harvey Weinstein? I told y'all, them interviews was classic interviews. Remember, this picture is after Jay-Z and Dame wasn't together when he was with Harvey Weinstein. Everybody was running around saying, oh man, it's bullshit. He couldn't have been around Harvey Weinstein in 96. How could he have known Harvey Weinstein? Jay-Z wasn't even a superstar. He was coming up in the game. So you have to ask yourself, how did Dame Dash know him? Right? How did Dame Dash know him? Very interesting. Y'all better start listening to this stuff, man. It's right here in the interviews. All you gotta do is listen.
Two different complete.
Listen.
So Harvey Weinstein, me and him did not get along. Me and Puff, we were not, we always had respect, but we were in two different complete hemispheres of reality at all times. But I still had a lot of respect for what he was doing as far as music and being relevant. But I was like, I would not do it that way. And, with me and homie, R. Kelly, Like, and not one of those people could you say I'm aligned with at all? Like, I might have started cool with him and ended up not cool with him because you understand what I'm saying? Like, that's like, that's like 4 or 5 in a row of people that I was like not cool with that are under the gun.
Was you and R. Kelly ever cool at any point?
Why? He's an R&B. I'm not an R&B. No disrespect to R&B because I'm cool with Tyrese. But we have these things. Like sometimes I'll be like, that's that R&B shit you doing. You know what I mean? I'm not an R&B nigga like that. I wasn't hanging out with no R&B nigga. I just couldn't. I think the fact that Jay was fucking with him is what used to blow my mind more than anything. Like I feel like I don't know why he wants to with this guy so much. Like why? I just never understood it. So
I think Dame is goddamn. That our dialogue interview was crazy. Dame straight up calling out Jay. Like, why would you keep wanting to rock with R. Kelly, bro? I don't understand that. That's what Dame was saying. So when you think about Kels, you think about, hey man, Kels got great music. That's why a person want to rock with him. But no, it was deeper than that. He knew things. Dame knew shit to be saying, yo, why you even want to rock with this cat, bro? Now peep game now.
I think it was just more. I just couldn't. I think the fact that Jay was fucking with him is what used to blow my mind more than anything. Like I feel like I don't know why he wants to with this guy so much. Like why? I just never understood it. So I think it was just more me feeling awkward about the fact that I had to be around him on some level, but I wasn't around him. Like I never was around him. Like even when that not guilty, I wasn't like I came for the video. I was out. I wasn't a guy, and I think like we took pride, at least I did, and my crew, in not hanging out with famous people or famous men. Like you was gonna be famous, you had to be a female. But I wasn't trying to be up under no other famous dudes. I didn't think that was like I'm not gonna hang out with you just because you're famous. And I don't like dudes that much. So I was like, why would I? I have no reason. Like, what am I gonna do? Go to the studio and hang out with it? Like I don't do that.
Right. Did Jay know about what he did to Aaliyah?
Did he know that everybody knew R. Kelly married Aaliyah at 15? Everybody knew that. So was the conversation had like, yo, how you gonna go and do something with this dude? Hell yeah, that conversation was had. Hey, you think I'm soft? Pause, like I'm punk? That didn't happen. I was like, yo, how you gonna do a project with my motherfucking girl? We had the conversation. Why would you still with with someone that raped your girl? Would you still do anything with that person? So why would anyone expect me to? That's what I don't understand. I'd be like, yo, people be like, why? Well, just that alone. There's a lot of other shit. But that alone was like the nail in the coffin for me. I was out of there. I was gone. Trust me. After that, I don't want to be nowhere near. I knew that shit was gonna blow up. I didn't want no parts of that shit. Like I was like, I don't want no parts. That's not good money. So I was done with him for that.
How did Jay respond when you confronted him about it?
You know how he is. He's like, yo, I ain't got nothing to do with that. Damn. What I would love is for someone to ask him, like, yo, why would you still do a project with that man, knowing that he was in a lead? That should be the question. Period. It shouldn't be for me. It should be the question posed to him. I don't give a fuck about nothing else. But that right there was bridge burnt. But I just was like respecting her, respecting the business. But I was I moved out of Rock. Like if y'all look at, I left Rockefeller. It wasn't that I got kicked out of Rockefeller. I left Rockefeller. You understand what I'm saying? The option was there for me to stay. I did not want no parts of it. I was done. I left Rockware. Think about it, bro. I said, all the money, all this, I'm out. Now think about, a lot of men would not have made that choice. But any real man would have to make that choice. I was left no choice. He gave me an offer I could not refuse. Like, we've done. You know what I'm saying? You're going to put this man. You knew he was my girl. You was in love with her. How could you do that? It's obviously you want me to feel away. Like, it wasn't enough money for us to do that. So I was done. I thought I was cool about it. Like, I was like, I ain't even going to say nothing. I'm just be out. And then I thought I was cool about it. I really did.
So this is after Jay tried to talk to Aaliyah, but she chose you over him.
You know the timeline, bro. We did the project when she died, which was even more disrespectful to me. And I'm not getting over that. I'm not, it's not fighting. It's just, yo, go over there, I go over here. That's what it is. But it doesn't mean hate on me and f my money up, but apparently it did.
Man, this shit is deep, bro. This shit is deep, man. So, yeah, man, they say they're sending a subpoena to all those people. Woody Allen. Man, bro, I'd be a fly on the wall to hear what's going on with Woody Allen. All those people. So we're going to hear all these people's testimonies, or at least see them in the Epstein case. And the question that everybody's going to be waiting on with Jay-Z is, did you know Harvey Weinstein in 96? Depending on how Jay-Z answers that question, and Jay-Z had better think, because I believe Nicki is somewhere lurking. If Jay-Z takes the fifth, he's going to get crushed. If he lies under oath and they find out any link to him and Harvey Weinstein in 96, he's crushed. Because remember, this would be the FBI on this shit. And the FBI, they go deep. So, I mean, he may not have known him. But this shit getting real spooky, man. Because Dame could have came out and said, nah, we ain't know him. I was rocking with Jay-Z since 94. Harvey Weinstein wasn't around. No, Dame said, nah, I fell out with Harvey Weinstein over. You know what I'm saying? I wish Art would have known to ask him, why did you fall out with Harvey Weinstein? Specifically, you know? But the one thing that Dame did not do is, he has never came out and said, yo, Jay-Z wasn't moving like that, bro. Like, nah, I ain't gonna let y'all do that to him. He wasn't moving like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, nah, we wasn't around those people. He never said that. All he ever say is, yo, I wouldn't have, I hope he ain't do that shit, yo. That's crazy work. That's crazy work, bro. And to all the people who's doubting, that think that it might not happen, man, they don't already put it in motion. His name on the list right there. As you can read on the bottom of the screen, they're sending the subpoenas out. They've already made Bill and Hillary Clinton testify last week. Once Bill and Hillary Clinton were forced, everybody got to go up that motherfucker. Woody Allen, David Copperfield, all these mofos. And she said there's even more names that are going to be subpoenaed to testify as they do an investigation. Now, who you think going to be pushing on Trump to make sure his people do a thorough investigation? Who been sitting right here running around Trump this whole time? I tell y'all this. I'll peep everything, bro. If Nikki ever had a chance, she got one now. Nikki don't went out here and start playing chess. Right. To the person, OTC, Robbo. Yeah, but he was messing with Aaliyah when she was of age. He's saying that Aaliyah married R. Kelly at 15, bro. She was adult by the time he was dealing with her. I think she was like 21, 20, 22, something like that. I can't remember. She's in her 20s, though. All right. Y'all let me know what y'all feel on this shit, man. Y'all know everybody gonna be talking about it now. Everybody gonna be talking about this. If he go up there, bro, that's gonna be the most anticipated. And think about this. Its name's bigger than Jay-Z, like Bill Gates. Like, bro, I want to see what that motherfucker. Bill Gates have already came out trying to clean his shit up. Yeah, I did. I did have sex with those Russian girls. He tried to clean his shit up. He knew he was gonna get subpoenaed. Once they seen Bill and Hillary Clinton, everybody going. And that's what they do. They get you up there. So if you lie under oath and they can catch you in a lie, that's a charge right there. That's a federal charge right there, lying to a government official under oath. Y'all let me know what y'all think, man.